Today we're going to be studying mathematics.
And emerges from the second mirror.
These words sound
Be your teacher for today. Hi guys, it's great to be in your class this day. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to be in your class once again. I hope you're enjoying the last class series and sequence, AP and GP, and I believe that you've solved the homework given to you. Today we want to continue with simple interest, percentage, and percentage error. You can see that this topic is so loaded with a lot. We have simple interest, percentage, and percentage error. So this is what we're going to consider for today's class. Let's move on. Now let's start with simple interest. What is simple interest? We don't need to waste much of our time on this because this is what we experience. Even your parent, they experience that. Think about someone obtain loan from a bank, and at the end of 2 years, that person is going to return the money, but that money will not be the exact money that you borrow from the bank. You have to pay interest. So what is simple interest? Simple interest simply means P times R times T. Okay? I know you are not familiar with this. P times R percent times T. Okay? I'm going to give you the common one. It's still the same. Simple interest equals to P times R times T all over 100. I know you are familiar with this, but this and this, they are still the same. Now, P is principal. Okay? R is rate, which always be in percentage. We have T. T is period. The period to return the money. Okay? Now, you need to know that this is senior secondary. You must know how to manipulate your formulas. Let's say, for instance, someone give you SI equals to P times R times T all over 100. Okay? You want to find the value of P, which is principal. What are you going to do? Divide this by 1. 100 multiplied by interest equals to P multiplied by R multiplied by T. You are looking for P, which is principal. If I give you a question, find principal. Divide this by R times T. Divide this by R times T. So this R will cancel this T will cancel this. Principal will give you 100 times I all over R times T. So this is the formula to find principal. Okay? Now, we want to find rate. How can we find rate? If question is given to you and you want to find rate, you just repeat this 100 I equals to P times R times T all over 100. Okay? You divide this by 1. You cross multiply, you are going to have 100I equals to P times R times T. You are looking for R. You want to make R subject of the formula. Divide it by P times T. Divide this by P times T. So this P will cancel P, this T will cancel T. R is going to give you 100I divided by P times T. So this is what you use to find your rate. Okay? I'm just giving you this so that you will find it so easy. Remember, MSI EduTech online home lesson, you study at ease. Let's move forward. Now, we want to find T. How can we find the value of T? I don't need to repeat this again. Just bring I over 1 equals to P times R times T all over 100. You cross multiply, we have 100I equals to P times R times T. Okay? You are looking for T, you divide both sides by P times R. P times R. This P will cancel P, this R will cancel R. So T will be 100I all over P times R. So this is used to find your time. Okay? I believe you study this formula. They are very simple, and I purposely give you these formulas so that by the time I'm solving question, you will be able to follow me. Okay, now let's see how to apply this formula in example. How can we do that? Let me give you this example. Mr. Olu obtained loan of 600,000 naira from a bank at interest rate of 2% for 5 years. Sorry, five years. Okay. Find a simple interest. That's what we want to look at now. Okay. Solution. Now, looking at this question, you need to interpret the question very well. 600,000 is the principal. Okay. Why? 2% is the rate and 5 years is the time. Okay. Now, we want to solve this together. Our interest, which is simple interest, P times R times T all over 100. Am I right? Now, SI, simple interest, P is 600,000 times R. R is interest, which is 2, times 5 divided by 100. Okay, this 0 will cancel this 0, this 0 will cancel this 0. Simple interest will give us 6. How many 0 we have here? 3 times 2 times 5. Okay, now we have 6,000. 2 times 5 will give us 10. So 6,000 multiplied by 10, we are going to have 6. 1, 2, 3. Then it's 0. So it will give us what? 60,000 naira. So that means Mr. Olu is going to pay sum of 60,000 naira on a loan of 600,000 naira. So if I may ask you, what will be the amount that Mr. Olu is going to return back to this bank at the end of 2 years? You need to add this together. So amount, this is not part of our question, but I believe that this will help you in your exam. So amount will be 600,000 plus 60,000. So this one will give you 660,000 naira. So Mr. Olu is going to return 660,000 naira to this bank at the end of what? 5 years. I hope you get this. Now, time will not permit us. I will still show you how to find your principal. If question is given to you, this is the formula to find the principal. This is the formula to find the rate, and this is the formula to find the time. But can we just do a little example on this, how to find principal, using the same question. I hope you are not going to get confused with that. Okay, so let me show you. Remember that this is the formula to find the principal, this is the formula to find the rate, and this is the formula to find the time, which could also be called period. So I'm going to give you example how to find the principal. Then on your own, you can study more and find the rate and find the time. If you get that, you will not have problem with simple interest. The question is, Mr. Olu obtained loan of X naira from a bank at interest rate of 2% for 5 years. Find the principal if the simple interest is 60,000 naira. So what are we going to do? We have to go back to this formula. P equals to 100 times I divided by R times T. Okay? P is going to give us, P will give us 100. What is our interest? 60,000 divided by R is 2 multiplied by T is 5. So P is going to give us 100, okay, multiplied by 60,000. 100 multiplied by 60,000 is going to give us 6 0 0 0 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 5 6 1 2 3 1 2 3. This is 6 million divided by 2 times 5 will give us what? 10. So 0 cancels 0. P will give us 6 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 1 2 3 1. So P will give us 600,000. If you compare this with the previous example we solved, you discover that the man obtained 600,000 loan. Therefore, X will be what? 600,000. You can also apply the same method. If you give principal, you give year, and you put rate as X percent. You can also use it to find the rate. Also, if you put principal, you put rate, and you put interest, and you left year as X or X years. You can also apply this formula to find your time. I hope you understand this topic. Now let's move to percentage and percentage error. Percentage. Let me take you back to probably primary school or junior secondary school, so that to refresh your brain. You remember that profit equals to selling price minus cost price, while loss equals to cost price minus selling price. Also, we have percentage profit, which is also called percentage gain. Profit all over cost price multiplied by 100%. Okay, now we also have percentage loss. Percentage loss equals to loss all over cost price times 100%. Now I want you to study this, because by the time we start solving examples, we are going to apply this formula. In module 3 of junior secondary school, I explained to them discount, and I told them that discount is Just like reduction on the mark price. If I want to sell this marker for 20 naira, right? But I discovered that in order for this marker to move faster in the market, in order for me to sell it faster than other people, I'm going to reduce the price for this marker. So I give discount of 5%. So 5% of 20 naira, what are we going to get? We have 5% of 20 naira, which give us 5 over 100 times 20. 0 cancels 0. 5 here, we have 2. 5 here, 1. Okay? That is 2 divided by 2, which is 1. So that means I'm giving 1 naira. Instead for me to sell this 20 naira, I can tell you, bring 19 naira. I'm going to sell it. So that means I gave discount of what? 5%. I have reason for saying this because we are still going to use some of these terms when we are solving question on percentage. Let's look at this example. A shopkeeper marks a television set for sale at 36,000 naira so as to make a profit of 2% on the cost price. When he sells it, he allows a discount of 5% of the marked price. Calculate the actual percentage profit. So what are we going to do now? The marked price, which can be MP, is 36,000 naira. Discount is 5%. Okay? Then we have a profit. A profit which is 20%. Wow. Profit, we call it percentage profit, equals to 20%. Now, I want to explain something to you here. Percentage profit equals to profit all over cost price multiplied by 100%. Now, something wants to happen here. Profit is mark price minus cost price. Okay? So, 20% is going to give us mark price is 36,000 naira minus cost price divided by cost price multiplied by 100%. Remember, from the question, we don't know the cost price on the cost price, but we don't know the value of cost price. So we apply this formula. Now, something will happen here. This percentage, we cancel this percentage. We are left with 20 equals to 36,000 minus CP, which is cost price, multiplied by 100 divided by cost price. Divide this by 1. Now, something will happen here. When we cross multiply, we are going to have 20 times CP, which is cost price, equals to, use 100 to multiply this. That is open bracket. This will give us 36. We have 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, minus 100 CP. So this will give us 20 CP equals to 36, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 100 CP. So you have to collect the right thing. We have minus here. When it crosses to this side, it becomes plus. 20 CP plus 100 CP equals to 36, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? This will give us 120 CP equals to 36, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Divide this by 120. Divide this by 120. You divide both sides by 120. Divide this by 120. 120 we cancel 120. 0 we cancel 0. Then you have, let me manage this. CP is going to give you 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by 12. So this CP will give you 30,000 naira. Okay, so that is CP. Now the question is, calculate the actual percentage profit. So what we want to find now is we want to find the discount. The discount is given to us as 5%. So let's move on. Remember, discount of 5% was given out for that particular item. So selling price will be, after discount, will be giving us selling price before discount minus the 5% of the mark price. So remember, selling price is the same thing as mark price. So we have 36,000 minus 5% of 36,000. Okay, now this will give us 36,000 minus 5 all over 100 times 36,000. Okay, now let's solve this out. 0 cancels 0, 0 cancels 0. We are left with 36,000 minus 5 times 360. Okay, now let's multiply. 360 times 5. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 6, 30. We have 0 carry 3. 5 times 3 will give us 15. Plus 3 will give us 18. So we have 3600 minus 1800. Okay, now let's minus 36,000 1800. We are going to minus 0 minus 0 0 0 minus 0 0. We have 8 here. We get 1 from here. 5 remain here. 10 minus 8 will give us 2. 5 minus 1 will give us 4. And you bring 3 down. So this will give us 34,200. So this will give us the selling price after discount. Remember, we are finding the percentage profit at the end of transaction, that is after discount. So what are we going to do? We have to go back to percentage profit equals to profit divided by cost price times 100%. So what are we going to get? Percentage profit was 20% equals to profit is selling price minus cost price divided by cost price times 100%. So 20% will give us, what's our selling price? Our selling price is 34,200. Remember, we find the cost price, and the cost price was 30,000 naira. Okay, naira divided by cost price is 30,000 naira. Okay, multiply by 100%. Okay, now this is, sorry for confusing, this is percentage profit. We call it actual percentage profit. That's what we are looking for, right? This is what we are looking for. Sorry for that. Okay, I hope you pardon me. Thank you very much. So this will give us 34,200 minus 30,000. Okay, 30,000. 0 minus 0, 0, 0 minus 0, 0. 2 minus 0, 2. 4 minus 0, 4. And 3 minus 3 equals to 0. So we have 4,200. 4,200 all over 30,000. Okay. Multiplied by 100%. 0 cancel 0. 0 cancel 0. We are left with 4,200 divided by 300. Okay, if you look at this, you discover that this 0 has gone, this 0 has gone. We have 2 0 here, so we can still cut. 0 cancels 0, 0 cancels 0. We are going to have 42 divided by 3. Now we can still cut. By cutting, we are going to have 3 and 3 will give us 1. 3 and 4 will give us 1, remain 1. That one that remain, put it at the front of 2. We are going to have 12. How many 3 can we get in 12? Is 4. So we are going to have 14%. So this will be the actual percentage profit after the discount of 5%. I hope you're enjoying this topic. It might look so strange and it might look a little bit difficult. As I always tell you, all what you need to do is calm down, don't allow fear, and you will be able to reason well. In case you find it difficult, you can always get back to us. At MSI EduTech, we are your friend and we are here to provide a better service for you. So you can see WhatsApp number rolling on the screen. Get back to us and we are going to solve your question. Okay, now we are going to the last part of this class, which is percentage error. We want to consider percentage error. Percentage error. Think about someone asks you for a figure and you gave that person wrong value. Instead of saying 50, you say 60. So what is the error? It's 10. So we want to look at percentage error. Now, I'm not just going to explain this by just blowing grammar for you. This is mathematical class and we need to put it in a mathematical way. So let me give you an example of this percentage error. Okay? Let's look at this example to explain what percentage error is all about. Okay? Now, a carpenter was told to make a rectangular desk with top of dimension 30 centimeter by 40 centimeter. The carpenter actually made the desk 60 centimeter by 35 centimeter. Okay? A. Calculate percentage error in the length and breadth. Calculate the percentage error in the area of the top of the tabletop. Then find the product of the two errors in A. That is what we want to find now. Now let's move on. The first thing to do is draw the rectangular table. This is rectangular shape. To make a rectangular desk with top of dimension 50 by 40 centimeter. This is 50, 40 centimeter. We call this true measurement. Okay? This is the measurement given to the man. The man made an error And instead of that, 60 centimeter by 35 centimeter. So this is error measurement. Okay? Now, looking at this is length, this is breadth. You remember this rectangle. This is length and this is breadth. This is 60 centimeter, sorry. Now, the first thing to do is, how can we know percentage error? Percentage error in length equals to error in length divided by true length times 100%. Okay? Now, the next thing to do is we need to find error. How can we get our error? Error in length will give us, this is error length minus true length, which is 60 centimeter minus 50 centimeter. So this will give us 10 centimeter. So what is the true length now? True length is 50 centimeter because this is the actual length given to this carpenter before making mistake of measuring 60 centimeter. So the true length will be 50 centimeter. Now let's find percentage error in length. Percentage error in length will give us error in length, which is 10 centimeter divided by true length, which is 50, multiplied by 100%. Divide this by 1. This 0 will cancel this 0. You are left with 1 times 100 divided by 5%. So this will give us 100 divided by 5. 5 here 1, 5 here 2. This will give us 20%. Okay? Now we are through with the length. We want to go to breadth. The same method we applied in length is the same method we are going to apply in breadth. So let's solve it together. We are going to have percentage error in breadth equals to error in breadth, okay, divided by true breadth, okay, multiplied by 100%. Now, we need to get error in breadth, just like the way we have error in length. So error in breadth will give us, what is our breadth here? 40 centimeter. It will give us 40 centimeter minus 35 centimeter. So this will give us 5 centimeter error in breadth. Now we want to find our percentage error in breadth. Okay, this will give us error in breadth, which is 5, divided by true breadth. What is the true breadth? Which is 40 centimeter. Okay, multiplied by 100%. Okay, 0 will cancel 0. You are left with 5 times 10 all over 4%. Okay, let's go over again. So as we go on, from here we have 5 times 10 divided by 4%. So we are going to have percentage error in breadth will give us 540 divided by 12%. Now, we are going to do something here. 540 divided by 12, we are going to have 12.5%. Okay, now we are through with that. The next thing to do now is to find percentage error in the area. Percentage error in the area. So let's do it together. Call this error. You can call this true. So we are going to apply this. Now let's look at percentage error in true measurement. It's going to give us error in area divided by true area. Okay, now let's look at from error. We have area error equals to length times breadth. That's the area of rectangle. Length times breadth will give us 60 times 35. So let's do it together. 35. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 6, 30. We have 30. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 3 times 6, we are going to have 18, right? 1, 8. 0 is 0. 3 plus 8, we are going to have 11. 1, 2. So this will give us 2,100 centimeter square. Okay. Now, for true measurement, true measurement will give us length times breadth, which will give us length 50 centimeter multiplied by breadth 40 centimeter. Okay, this will give us 50 times 40. Let's multiply. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 5 is 0. 4 times 0 will give us is 0. 4 times 5 will give us 20. So this will give us is 0, 0. So this will give us 2,000 centimeter square. Now, the error in area. Error in area will now be error, which is 2,100 centimeter squared minus 2,000 centimeter squared. So 2,100 minus 2,000 will give us 100 centimeter square. So this will be error in area. Now we want to find percentage error. The percentage error. The percentage error is going to give us percentage error in area. will give us error in area, which is 100 centimeters square, divided by true area. What is true area? True area is 2000. You can see it here. Multiply by 100%. Divide this by 1. 0 we cancel 0. 0 we cancel 0. 0 we cancel 0. We are left with 10 divided by 5. 10 divided by 2. We are going to have 5. So this will give us 5%. So class, we want to find the last part of this question, product of two errors. So the first error we got 20%, while the second one we got 12.5%. So if you multiply these together, you are going to have 250%. So far so good. We have come to the end of this topic: simple interest, percentage, and percentage error. I believe that if you apply all the examples solved in the previous class, you will be able to solve any question under this topic. Okay, before we leave this class, I need to give you something that will keep you busy. Remember, the assignment given to you is compulsory because this will prepare you for the online exam at the end of this module. So before we leave this class, let me give you something to keep you busy. Okay, we have homework for you. A carpenter was told to make a rectangular table with top of dimensions 70 centimeter by 10 centimeter. The carpenter actually made the table 100 centimeter by 20 centimeter. Hey, calculate the percentage error in the length and breadth. Calculate the percentage error in the area of the tabletop. Then calculate the product of the two errors in A above. Number 2, find the rate at which a loan of 60,000 naira given to Mr. Ojo for 2 years if simple interest is 1,200. I believe you enjoyed this class, and I will be so glad, so happy to see you next class. Okay, I need to remind you, if you have any question, you can get back to us through the WhatsApp number rolling on the screen, and we promise you, at MSI EduTech, we are always there for you. Thank you very much. See you next class. Au revoir.